Yes, friends. So we are continuing with question number 4. Okay. Now in question number 4, what does it say? Now question number 4, it is said that at what time between 4 and 5 o'clock, 4 and 5 o'clock, will the two hands of a clock be at an angle, of 60 degree with each other? This is 60 degree with each other. Okay. 60 degree angle between the two periods 4 and 5 o'clock. Will the two hands of the clock be at an angle of 60 degree with each other? So 60 degree angle between 4 and 5 o'clock. So what is the, or at what time? With the time we have to find out. What is given to us? A clock in which 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock time is given, okay, in which 60 degree angle is being framed. At what time? Fourth one, between 4 and 5 o'clock will the two hands of the clock, okay, is given, and two hands of the clock have to make 60 degree angle between them. This is given to us. So there is an angle 60 degree between the two hands of a clock, between 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. At what time it will be? So that we'll find out. So find here at what time this difference of 60 degree between the hands of the clock, that means minute hand and hour hand and hour hand, minute and hour hand will be formed. This we have to find out. At what time this difference of 60 degree between the hands, minute hand and hour hand will be formed. That time we have to find out. Okay, so let us take your solution. Let after m minutes, the difference of 60 degrees is formed between the two hands, It means what? 60 degree angle is formed between the two hands. Now we have to find out that after m minutes time, the minute hand will move how much degree? As I have told you that in 1 minute, the minute hand moves 6 degree. Why? Because in 60 minutes, minute hand moved 360 degree. Therefore, in 1 minute it will move 360 upon 60, that means 60 degree in each minute. So in m minute, the minute hand would have moved 6 into m degree, right? The minute hand will move by 6 into m degree angle in m minutes. I've taken here m minutes, while the r hand is at, now it is 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, what is the r hand making with the vertical angle? Vertical angle means the vertical line means the 4 and 6 marks of the clocks are joined by a vertical line. With this vertical line, what the 4r, the r end at 4 will make the angle. So the angle will be made at 4, 3 or 12, 100, because in 1 hour the r hand makes 30-degree angle. So in 4 hours it will make 30 into 4, that means 120 degrees. The r hand is at 120 degree plus, but it makes half degree in 1 minute. So in m minute it will make m by 2 degree plus m upon 2 degree. This much angle with the vertical line. The r hand, well, the r hand is at with the vertical line, okay, passing through the vertical line is passing through 12 mark. Okay, that means suppose this is the clock here and this is 12, this is 6. With this angle, this is 4, this is 3, this is 9, this is 3 and this is 4 here. So this total angle is what? This is 2, this is 1, 30 degree, 30 degree, 30 degree, 30 degree, 4 times. So at this 4, when the R hand is initially making 120 degree with this vertical line angle. So R hand is making 120 degree angle with this vertical line at this moment. Now 120 degree plus that m minutes time in which the R hand will move by what angle? Because in every minute the R hand moves half degree. So in m minute it will move half into m, that m by 2 degree plus 120 degree plus this 120 degree. So at this time 120 degree plus m upon 2 degree, okay, that this angle minus 6 pm. There are two possibilities. Either this minute hand is here and the r hand is just ahead of this and minute hand just moved. So the angle will be between them 60 degree. So 60 degree angle is this much, 30 plus 30 degree. So maybe minute hand is behind and r hand is ahead. That angle may be there. Or minute hand has gone ahead of r hand. In that case also, that is also the situation. The two possibilities are there. Well, as I have told you that 0 degree angle and 120 degree angle, there is one possibility that in 1 hour only one position of coincident or vertical angle may be there. But in case of acute angles or 90 degree angle, there may be two possibilities in each hour. Okay, so in 12 hours there are 11 possibilities of acute angles like 60 degree angle. There are two equations will be formed here. What are those two equations? Let me just take those two equations. Now those two equations can be here. Solution here. Now those two equations. Now this 6 into m degree, the minute hand. This minute hand has maybe gone ahead of this r hand minus this 120 degree plus m upon 2 degree. This is the angle made by r hand from with the vertical angle, with the vertical line, and this 6m degree is the angle made by minute hand. This minus this is equal to 60 degree given to us. The difference between these two hands, minute hand and hour hand, is 60 degrees. This is first equation. Second possibility of making this acute angle is that hour hand is ahead, minute hand is behind. That will be 120 degree plus m upon 2 degree minus 6 m degree is equal to 60 degree. This is second equation. Now these two questions are to be understood. These two equations are to be understood very easily. Why these two possibilities are there? Because it is an acute angle. 60 degrees an acute angle. An acute angle formation can be done in two ways. Either the minute hand is behind the hour hand, the difference is 60 degrees, or the hour hand is behind and minute hand is ahead. This is minute hand is ahead. The angle made by minute hand is more than that of the hour hand. So difference of these two is 60 degrees. One thing. Or hour hand is ahead and minute hand is behind. So this difference is 60 degrees. Two possible. Solving these two equations will give us the time value of m. Let me solve these two equations. The first equation can give us 6m minus m by 2. That is minus m by 2. So this 2 6 12, 12 minus 1 11. So from first I am solving it. From first. So 11 m upon 2 is equal to this minus 120 degree taken to that side will be positive. 60 plus 120 is 180 degree. Try to understand. This m by 2 is minus and 6m is positive. 6m minus m by 2 is give us 6 12 minus 1 11 m by 2. Okay, so this is 120. This implies that m is equal to 360 280 into 180 into 2 360 degrees upon 11. This m gives us what is value of m minutes. How many minutes are there? So this will give us 360 degree. 11 divided by this will give us, so this is 360 degree we have taken here, while 180 was okay difference. Now 11 divided by 360 divided by 11 will give us what? 11 3 are 33, 3 remaining 30, 11 2 are 22. Okay, and then 30 minus 22 is 8 upon 11 minutes. With this much minutes ahead, this is one value of n. And from second solving the second equation, this is equation number 2. Second equation we get is m by 2 minus 6m by 2, or take 6m by 2 that side, 60 to this side. It will be 60 degree here, and there will be 11 by 2m. Same value. For 6m taken to this side positive 6m, and m by 2 will be negative. Again 6m minus m by 2 is 11 by 2m. 60 taken to this side will give us 120 minus 60 degree only. Therefore this implies that here m is equal to 120 divided by 11. Right, 120 divided by 11, that will give us 11 means 11. Right? 2 here 2 6 is 12, and this is upon 11. So 120 degree upon 11 10 times 110, and 10 is the remainder. I mean, this is 10 upon 11 10 is 110, and 120 110 is 10. 10 is the remainder value upon 11. 10 and 10 upon 11. Now try to understand. This 10 and 10 upon 11 can be taken to the minute hand. So the difference will be that at what time. So this can be taken, this 10 and 10 upon 11 is after the hour. After the hour, that means 4 hours. Let me take these two values, 32 and this. So what will be the difference? Between 4 and 5, it is 432 and 8 degree. Okay, so the minute hand and hour hand will be at 10, 10, 11. 10, 10, 11. Therefore, solution is only answer will be or hence the hour hand. Okay, the timing will be how much? Hence the difference of 60 degrees is at, this is 4 o'clock, right? Between 4 and 5. It is 4 and 32 and 10 by 8 by 11. Okay, and 4 and 10 and 10 upon 11. So at 4:32 and 8 upon 11 minute, and between 4 and 10, hour hand will be here and minute hand will be at 4:32 and 8:11. Right? This is the angle between that. This is one possibility we have taken here. The difference is at 4:32 and 8 upon 11 minute, and between 4 and 10, 10 upon 11. So the difference between these two timings will be 60 degree angle. Okay, so hands down. This is what we have calculated. The value of n has given us hands down. So at this time, these two times, go the timing here. At what they say, at what time between 4 and 5? Between 4 and 5 is between 4 and 5. Before 5 is 4:32 and 8:11, and just after 4 is 4:10, 4 and 10 and 10 upon 11. Right? 4, 10, 10 upon 11. This minute time, and 4:32 is ahead of that. This timing and this timing will give us the difference 60 degrees. This is the answer. Okay, so question number 4 is now completed. Let us take question number 5. Now question number 5. What is given to us? 5 says if the hands of a clock coincide yes, every 65 minutes, then how much time does the clock gain or lose per day? Per day it says. Right, so per day, what much time will it lose? So per day we have to find out if the hands of a clock coincide every 65 minutes time. Right? If the hands of a clock coincide means the angle is made 0 degree, coincide every 65 minutes time. So how much time does the clock gain or lose per day? Per day means in 24 hours. Okay, so in 60 minutes time, so in 65 minutes, what is given to us? It says the hands of a clock, the hands given us, the hands of a clock coincide every 65 minutes. Every 65 minutes, right? And then how much time does the clock gain or lose per day? To find here, to find how much time does the clock lose or gain? This is lose, LOSC. Yeah, how much time does the clock gain or lose? This is some lose or gain. Let me take gain or lose or gain. That we have to find out. How much time does the clock lose or gain per day? This is also given per day. Per day means in 24 hours. Per day. That we have to find out. And let us take per day. Now we know that in 65 minutes time, how much time 12 upon 11, that will give us 1 and 1 upon 11, that means 65 and 5 upon 11. So every, we know that's the solution. Since this is since the hands of a clock actually, or in real, actually coincide after every coincide after every 12.11 hours or 1 and 1 upon 11 hours. That means if I convert this to 1 hour, this is per hour we have taken. So 12.11 is per hour we have calculated, because 11 times the angle will be 0 in 12 hours time. Okay, so in 12 hours time, because 11 times the 0 angle will be there. Coincidence means when hands are coinciding, that means 0 degree angle is formed between them. This 0 degree angle, as I have told you number of times, that in 12 hours 11 times it will form. 12.11 in per hour, so that means in 60 minutes time I multiply 60. If I multiply this by 60, this is 12 into 60 upon 11. 12 is 72. It is 720 upon 11. That means 11. 6 is 66. Right? 11, 6 is 66. Remaining value is 4 and 6, 60. 11 5 is 55. 5 remaining. 5 upon 11. So actual, this is in minutes now. This much minutes actually coincide. What is the, but it says that in 65 minutes it coincide. That means this is a gain. I mean 65 and 5 actually happening, but it is happening this. So this minus that is, that we can say. So now we can say, so in given question, or in the question given, it happens in 65 minutes, means the minute hand and hour hand coincide in 65 minutes, but actually it is happening 65 and 5 on 11. So the gain of time per hour or per 60 minutes is equal to 65 and 10 upon 11. Yeah, 65, where it is 65 and 5 upon 11, sorry. 5 upon 11 minus 65. That means difference is only 5 upon 11. So 5 upon 11 minutes per 65 it is being gained, right? So at 65 it is, the gain of this is 5 upon 11. So we can just say that at 65 minutes the actual gain is 5 upon 11 minutes. Okay, but we have to find out it in 24 hours per day. At 1 minute the gain is equal to 5 upon 11 into 65. In 1 hour, this is per minute we are finding out 65 minutes. In minutes we have to find out. So, and in 24 hours, we have to convert this 24 hours into minutes. So we have to multiply this by 60. So 5 into 24 into 60 in minutes. Now 11 into 65. So this is the actual value, which is the gain in 24 hours or in 1 day. So per day, this is the gain. Now let me solve it. Let me solve it here. So per day gain of minutes is equal to, this is 24 into 60 into 5 upon 11 into 65 divided by 5 1 is 5 and 5 3 is 15, 13 times. Okay, and it is not divisible now. So what is it? This clock gain or lose per day. Okay, so we have just found out. This is gain here. 24 into 60, 960, because this is 6 4 is 24, right? 94. Sorry, 4 into, and the force is 24 to carry 6 to 12 and 240, 144. Okay, divide by 13 and 11. It is not divided by 11, no problem. Okay, so this 13 to 11 is 3, 1 carry, 11, 13 is 13 and 1, 14, so 143. Approximately 143, it is 1444, 140, it is 130, it will be 10 times I think, it will be 14, 30, 10 times, so 10 and 10, the man, because it is 14, 30, 10 times, it is 14, 40, 10 will be upon 143, 10 and 10 upon 143 minutes gain. Try to understand, this is the answer. The actual gain is this. So per day gain of minutes equal to 10 and 10 upon 143 minutes. Simple. Okay, so every 65 minutes, what is the gain given to us that we calculated? Because actually it's happening 12 upon 11 per hour or in 60 minutes time. So actually this will happen, this is the gain. This is question number 5. Let me now talk about question number 6. Now question number 6, try to understand this question. This is given here. Okay, what is question number 6? It says, question 6 says in 24 hours, how many times do the two hands of a clock coincide in 24 hours? As I have told you, in 24 hours or in 12 hours, the coincide means the two hands coincide 11 times. So in 24 hours it will coincide 22 times. Simple. Answer is what is given to us. We are given a clock in which two hands coincide. We are given here in how many times do the two hands of a clock coincide. You given. You find here. You find how many times the hands of the clock coincide in 24 hours. Hands of the clock coincide in 24 hours.